Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. My name is Katie. Welcome to Makeup for Lost Time. Today I'm going to do a 3 looks 1 palette with the Sugarpill Capsule in the pink edition. So if you're curious to see how I did this look or how I did the other 3 looks and want to know more about this palette, then hang out. I'm going into the color Radiate, and I'm using my Alter Ego number 2, and I'm going to pack this in the front and just blend this out. And then with my Alter Ego number 4, I'm going to use the color Slow Dive, and I'm just going to start packing that in my outer V and above the crease. I'm going to use my Moda Pro BMX 430. And in the color Slow Dive, and start packing that in the outer V and just above the crease and blending it out. Kind of fucked that up right there. And then back with that Alter Ego brush and just kind of blending this in. And then with my Alter Ego number 3, I'm going to use the color Baby Doll to blend this out. And I'm going back into the color Slow Dive to just build that up. And then with my Refer 03 pencil brush, I'm going to use the color Slow Dive, and I'm just going to pack that along my lower lash line. And then with my Kaleidos pencil brush, I'm using the color Radiate. I'm just going to pack that along the inner portion of my lower lash line. I'm just pulling this down a little bit and then blending those 2 colors in together. Back in with my Alter Ego number 3. And then along my lower lid. And I'm going to use my P.Louise Cut Crease brush. And I'm going to use my Acid Rain Blank Canvas by P.Louise Mitchell. And I'm just getting the tiniest bit and putting it on my hand like that. And now with that Alter Ego, actually, I'm just going to use my finger to kind of pat this out. Ooh. Ooh, that worked really good. Awesome. That worked better than I had expected. And then I'm using my, where did it go? I'm using my Refer 02, and I'm going to use the color Ember on the cut crease. And then with my Alter Ego number 4, giving this a little tappy to blend that outer V. I can live with that. I'm actually going to use my Moda Pro BMX 430 and just go in with a little bit more pigment to just deepen this outer piece right here. And then the Alter Ego number 3 with no additional product, I'm just going to use that to blend this out. And then I'm going to use my Kaleidos highlighter in Solar Sailor to highlight my inner corner. the Alter Ego number 7. And then I'm going to use my Eco Tools Accent Shadow Brush, and I'm going to use the color Supernova to highlight my brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna go finish up the look and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the finished look. I love it. I feel like I really kind of captured something here. I used that P.Louise blank canvas and it really like transformed that shade. Ember, I think it's called. Ember. So yeah, I love this look. I feel like it's something different. Something I haven't seen a lot on Instagram. I used my Urban Decay Gel 24/7 gel liner in the color Chaos. Dumb. It's under the lid. An engineering problem? Is that a manufacturing problem? Anyway, I used the color Chaos on my waterline, and I used the color Dropout from the Sugarpill Liquid Lip Collection on my lips, and then I used my Bold Face Eye Wigs in Mega Babe, and I love this. I think it looks fucking fantastic, so I'm super happy with it, and let's get on to look number 2. So I'm gonna start with the color Undone, this deep purple down here, with my Alter Ego number 1, and I'm just gonna start packing that into the outer V and dragging it into my crease. And I'm not doing anything really complicated here. I'm just basically doing the quick and dirty. This purple's blending really nicely. And I'm just gonna take that same brush and just drag this along my lower lid. And I'm just patting that to blend out that outer edge. And then with my Zoeva 221, I'm really starting to lose the colors on these brushes, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm really starting to lose the numbers on these brushes. And I'm using Glory to blend this out. Glory. I'm just gonna drag this pink up onto my temple here. And then bringing it around. And then back in with that Alter Ego number 1. And I'm just going to dip back into the color Undone to deepen up that outer V. And I'm back in with my Zoeva 221. And that blended beautifully. I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream glitter primer, glitter base. I'm going to use the Moda Pro, my Moda Pro BMX 402. I'm going to use that to apply my Peaches and Cream glitter base. And I'm not going to squeeze too hard. And I'm just going to pat that on the lid. Just kind of taking it a little bit above the crease. And then with my Rephr 02, I'm going to start with the color Cloud 9. And I'm just going to pack that on the back here. And then with the other side, I'm using the color Dream State. I'm going into the front. I'm just going to drag that along the top. And then I'm just going to pat this a little tiny bit. I don't want this to be too blent. Back in with a little tiny bit more. I'm going to use my finger. And then with my Alter Ego number 1, I'm just going to go in and blend this so I don't have a crisp line. I want it to be a little bit blent. And then blending out the outer V. And then I'm going to use my Alter Ego number 7, and I'm going to dip into Cloud 9 again. And I'm going to use some spray. Doesn't matter what spray. I use the one that costs the least. And I'm just going to place that right here. Then back in with my Zoeva 221. and just blend that out. With my Zoeva 230 pencil brush, it's kind of a bigger pencil brush, I'm going to use the color Supernova to highlight my inner corner, and I'm going to spray the brush. And same for my brow bone. I'm actually going to tap the brush. This color is pretty chalky. I'm back in with my Zoeva 221 with no additional product. I like that. Okay, I'm going to go finish the look and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is look number 2. What do you guys think? I think it looks super cute. I used my NYX Faux White in linen. It's the pink, the white pink. And then I used my Lime Crime plushies on my lips. I used the violet on the outside and the rosebud on the inside. So I got some dimension here. There's a lighter color on the inside of my lips. And then I used my Bold Face Eye Wigs in Mega Babe. And I think it looks super cute. I like it. I got a faux freckle pen from Lime Crime. So I'm kind of sporting the freckles and I think it looks super cute. Let me know what you guys think and let's get into look number 3. Okay, I'm gonna start with my Kaleidos S1. It's this big fluffy. And I'm going to use the color Glory, and I'm going to start by using this as a transition shade. So I'm just going to go big. And then with my VoldeMorphe M506, I'm going to go into the color Slow Dive. And I'm going to just pack that. And I'm just gently blending out that outer line right here. I was debating on whether I was going to take it across the top, but I am. Gently, because I don't want to go high with this. Now, I used that pink shade as a transition shade before I went in with the blue because I wanted the blue to blend a little more smoothly. Now I'm going to use my Kaleidos S1 and dip a little bit more into that color Glory, the pink. And I'm just trying to go lightly around the edge, but just barely get this pink on the edge of the blue, like. I like that. No additional product, just going in. Probably gonna fuck some shit up now. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. You know what? I'm going to use another VoldeMorphe M506. Or actually, no. I'm going to use... Yeah, I am. No, my e.l.f. blending crease brush. And I'm just going to go back into that color Glory because I just want to get a little bit more without over blending the blue. I don't want it to turn purple, and what do you get if you mix pink and blue, right? So I'm just trying to get the finest blend, like a coffee. Dumb. With a robust flavor without turning it purple. I really want that distinction. And whenever I say I love something, I always go in and add more. 1 is good, 2 is better. I don't know if I said it out loud, but I was literally just thinking there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Did I say that out loud? Guess I'll find out when I edit. I just want to reinforce this blue right here. And I think we're good on the outer V. I am just literally barely touching. In fact, I'm going to use a different technique. Okay, I'm going to do a cut crease with my P.Louise Basic Winter Edition in the color Vivid Violet. It's this purple color. And I'm just putting a little squirty poo. And I'm just going to go up to where the color starts getting darker. And then I'm just gonna tap out this outer edge to get that a little more blended. And then wipe my fingers off on my pants. That's a professional technique. Pro tip, wipe your hand, wear your sweats. I'm gonna use my Zoeva 234. I'm gonna use the color Supernova, and I'm gonna spray my brush so I don't get any fallout because it's pretty powdery. And then with another, I'm gonna use my Moda Pro BMX 420 pencil brush, and I'm gonna use the color Melody. It's the blush color, and I'm just gonna use that to tap out the edge right here. And then with my VoldeMorphe M506, I'm just gonna tap this, give it a little tappy, and then just kind of run it along the top here. And then with my Zoeva 234, I'm just gonna pat, give this a good blendy poo. Then just back with that lightest pink, I'm just gonna go back and kind of blend that outer edge out. With my e.l.f. blending crease brush, I'm gonna go into the color Glory, the light pink right here, and I'm gonna just start blowing this out. And then with my Kaleidos pencil brush, it's the S5, I think, yeah. I'm gonna go into the color Slow Dive and just start packing this along my lower lid and just bringing that together right there. And I'm gonna go all the way across the bottom with it. I think that'll look cool. Going in a little bit more just to deepen it up. And then with my e.l.f. blending crease brush, I'm gonna put more product on here with that lightest pink, and I am actually just gonna, and with a teeny tiny little Zoeva 238, I'm gonna use the color Supernova, obvi. I'm gonna spray my brush, and I'm gonna use that for my inner corner highlight and to highlight the brow bone. Then back in with my e.l.f. blending crease. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the finished look. I'm super excited about it. So I used my NYX Faux Whites pencil in Lavender Blush. It's like this light purple. It's a white purple. And then I used my Lime Crime plushies in the color Violet. And then I put the Sugarpill Bloom over the top of it. And then the other thing I wanted to say is I got these Black Moon Cosmetics eyelashes. And when I looked at them in the package, they didn't look like dramatic enough for me. So I was like, meh. And I got them for free with an order a while back or whatever. So they've just been sitting there, and I decided to use them today, and I fucking love them. They are so cute. They're super long. They're not as full, but they're really long, and I just think they look so good. And not to mention the band is so thin that you don't need to compensate this line right here. I just really like them. So I'm pretty happy with this look. And so I'm just gonna kind of go into some of my final thoughts about this palette. So I had somebody ask me on my Instagram page, I think it was, like, I really have been wanting that palette, but I didn't get it because I was literally thinking, like, is it worth $42? And so my initial instinct is to tell you, unless you're a collector, I don't really think this palette is worth $42. The color story is pretty inspiring, and it, like, you can get some really cute fucking looks out of it, but I also think there's other pastel palettes that you can get really cute looks out of, and I feel like the shimmers are really lackluster in this. Like, I have done quite a few different things, and actually my green and blue look that I did, I actually filmed that twice because the first time I filmed it, the shimmer was so lame with just glitter base that I decided to redo it with the cut crease with the P.Louise blank canvas acid rain matte base or whatever, eye paints. And so I just think that the shimmers are really lackluster in this. Now, having said all that, I am gonna tell you that yesterday I did the look and I thought to myself, I'm gonna take this off immediately as soon as I get done filming because I just didn't think it was that cute. Well, I ended up leaving it on and I got so many fucking compliments on my makeup look yesterday. And today my makeup look is really cute. I love this. this. And so I'm gonna talk about this blue right here, because I think that this blue right here is really the showstopper for this palette, besides the color Supernova, which I have mixed feelings about. So the blue right here is a strange blue. It looks like it's a deep cornflower blue, but the way that it mixes with this purple right here and the way that it mixes with this pink right here, Glory and Baby Doll, it has like a light whitish, it just really blends really well with those whitish colors, and it makes it, I think that that's the color that makes this palette truly unique. The other color is Supernova, and it's this color that I have in the inner corner. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it really has this like really fierce iridescent purple shift, and I've been using it on my brow bone. It's an amazing brow bone highlight. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me turn up my ring light so you guys can see, and then let me turn it down so that you guys can get the view. It's the one I used on the middle of my lid. And so as much as that color is a real showstopper, it's also really chalky and kind of dull. So it doesn't have that shine that you want to get out of a shimmer. And so the colors, I mean, Cloud9 and Dream State are like, their shimmers are good. They like give you a really good shine. It's not quite foiled, but it's pretty good shine. This color, Ember, is super disappointing, I felt like. I think that it's about 50-50. I do believe that the looks that I pulled out of this palette are like some of the coolest that I've ever created. And now I have to wonder, I didn't want to do looks that everybody else has always done. And the reason why is because I usually get palettes after everybody gets them. And so those purchases I don't make because I want people to buy them, but more because I want people to be inspired with the palettes that they probably already have. So I hope that you guys got some inspiration from these looks. Let me know in the comments which one you like the most. I feel like I pulled some really cool looks out of this 3 Looks 1 palette. Honestly, I may never touch this palette again. That's like the truth about this palette. I might never use this again. I have pastel palettes that are so good. Like I say, I feel like I pulled out the last entrails of, you know, the last remaining guts of what you can pull out of this palette. So as much I do like the palette, I don't think it's worth 42 bucks for somebody who, you know, doesn't own 100 palettes. I do. So for a collector, I do think it's worth $42. If you can't resist the palette, buy it. You're gonna like it. You'll get cute looks out of it. The colors are pretty cohesive. I feel like you can either go this purple pink way, from blue to purple to pink, from blue to green. You know, you can pull some really cohesive looks out of this. If you can't resist it, buy it. You won't be disappointed, or maybe you will. I was pretty disappointed by that color Ember, but as long as you use the right products. But who in the fuck has every single kind of cut crease product known to man when they don't even know how to do a cut crease? Me. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Sorry to disappoint with the review. I just had to be honest about what I think about this palette. I'm still gonna do a 3 Looks 1 palette with the other capsule. Like I said, it's an okay palette. I may never touch it again. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can get more good news. Hit the notification bell so that you can see every time I upload. It's the little bell right next to subscribe. Like this video if you like any of these looks. You guys could have been anywhere, but you were hanging out here with me, and I totally appreciate you. Oh, don't forget to follow my Instagram so that you can find out when I do polls for what you guys want to see for my 3 Looks 1 palette. And thank you so much. Later.